Hi, I'm Dr. Linda Bacon, and I'm devoted to creating a global transformation that focuses on body respect, not the war on weight. My work is inspired by lessons learned through 3 graduate degrees in weight science, including a PhD in physiology, as well as clinical and research experience, and having healed from my own personal suffering around weight. Let me briefly walk you through the weight health minefield. Right now, that minefield is littered with 2 treacherous assumptions. One is that fat kills. The second is that being fat will make you sick. Does fat kill? Let's look at the facts. To write my dissertation, I had to review the evidence that obesity increases mortality. And guess what? I couldn't find it. In fact, there are about 40 peer-reviewed epidemiologic studies on this topic, and all but a handful contradict the popular wisdom that fat kills. What most studies show is that people considered overweight and mildly or moderately obese live at least as long as, or longer, than people deemed normal weight. Your fears around that dreaded fat were misplaced. That overweight may confer some protection that actually results in increased longevity.
What did she say?
Food tastes good. That's your biologic reward for nourishing yourself, not something to fight or be ashamed of. Celebrate your hunger. It provides opportunity to take care of yourself. Support your body in naturally finding its appropriate weight by honoring its signals of hunger, satiety, and appetite. When you stop fighting yourself, achieving and maintaining the weight that is right for you is effortless.
What did she say? Fat people like eating food. Fat people. Fat people like eating food. Fat people. Fat people. Fat people like eating food. Fat people like eating food. Fat people like eating food. Fat people. Fat people like eating food. Fat people.
You want a taste of my brain? Okay, it's yours anyway. A bite of my eye. Alright, I won't put up a fight. How about today you try eating someone else for a change? Because the way things are going, I won't last another day. As you open up my ribs, the blood flows out like a river. You strip my bones away as you indulge in my liver.
Ignites the torment inspired, sacrifices must be made. One thing that you never hear me say is that I'm tired of living. Funny thing, the statement changed today. Good thing that I'm forgiving.
I'm not hungry anymore.
You sure?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I'm not hungry. No.
Some people believe that obesity is a choice, but it's not. Obesity is actually a disease. This is because when we gain weight throughout the years due to genetics and our environment, and we try to lose weight, our bodies actually fight against us, mostly in the form of increased appetite. So in these cases, a lot of patients will actually require medicine or surgery. Studies show that diet and exercise only account for about 6% total body weight loss. Medicine can get you up to around 15%, and surgery can get you up to the 30% average total body weight loss. So the next time you see somebody with obesity and you think they just need to eat less and move more, understand that obesity is a disease, and it's probably going to take more than just pushing themselves away from the table.
I'm going to blow your mind for a second. So you may have heard that modern American food is incredibly problematic, and you would be right because it's highly processed and it's injected with highly concentrated sugar, fat, and salt that makes it hyper palatable and hard to resist. But what you didn't know about it is that scientists for centuries have been studying how to concoct this food to create an experience called dynamic contrast. And what that is, it's not only the taste, having this incredible taste, but it's also the contrasting of textures and smoothness and viscosity and experience, the crunch. All of these sensations create this incredible concoction and experience that is overwhelming to the modern brain. And the problem with this dynamic contrast that creates this overwhelming experience is that it creates a supernormal response where you get this overwhelming positivity of these positive reinforcing chemicals in your brain, such that every time you're cued on the food, you're desired and motivated to eat more, such that it's overwhelming and irresistible every time you encounter them.
What is obesity? The term obese refers to someone who is extremely overweight and has a lot of body fat. There are other ways to classify a person's health in relation to their weight, but the most generally used one is the BMI. BMI is a metric that determines whether or not you have a healthy weight for your height. To calculate your score, utilize the BMI healthy weight chart. For the majority of persons, a BMI of 18.5 to 24.9 means you're a healthy weight. 25 to 29.9 means you're overweight. 30 to 39.9 means you're obese. 40 or above means you're severely obese. Because those who are exceptionally muscular can have a high BMI without having excess fat, BMI isn't utilized to reliably diagnose obesity. However, for the majority of people, BMI is a reliable indicator. For more informative information on health and fitness, visit us at malehealthclinic.com.
As promised, the medical problems associated with being obese.
Hello? Come. This is not to body shame anybody. Obesity can cause you hypertension or even diabetes. Obesity can also cause you stroke or arthritis. It can also increase your cholesterol or increase your chance of having cancers. Sometimes, obesity can cause depression or other mental health problems. It can affect your sleep, giving you poor sleep, and when you wake up, you'll be like hood and beats, still feeling tired. So finally, are you obese? Hit the follow button for more tips.
Unfriend you. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Hey, Dr. Vinny here. Nice to see you again. So I want to talk to you about obstructive sleep apnea. So this is when your airways get blocked or they collapse. And what happens is this affects your ability to breathe while you're sleeping. So a lot of people say, who cares? Sleep apnea is just, I may snore a little bit or I wake up a little bit tired, but that's about it. And I say, nah, it's more serious than that. This causes strain on your heart, which causes hypertension, obesity, irregular heart rate, a stroke, a heart attack. It's terrible. Think about it. You're not getting enough oxygen to your brain. You're not getting enough oxygen to your lungs. Your brain is telling your heart, work harder, get me some more oxygen. So your heart has to work harder. That makes it work harder all through its life. It causes congestive heart failure. I wanted to make this almost one video, but it's too serious, so I'm gonna make it 2 videos. So please watch the second video. There's so much more to this. Other risk factors, male, but I see it in a lot of females as well. Large neck size, and we're gonna talk about the other risk factors as well in the next video. See you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Hey, Dr. Vinny here, second part of the obstructive sleep apnea. So for time's sake, I think I'm just gonna write down what the other risk factors are. So obstructive sleep apnea causes a collapse in the airways, your blood oxygen goes down, your carbon dioxide goes up, and your brain says to your body, hey, you gotta wake up, you gotta open up these relaxed airways so I can get some more oxygen in the lungs, okay? So that can happen 30 times per hour and you don't even know it. That's what sleep apnea is. You snore, and then you gasp for air, you choke, and you wake up just for a few seconds and you don't even know it. Imagine how crappy your sleep is. It's gotta be horrible. Some things you could do about it. Home sleep apnea test. PCPs, your provider can order a home sleep apnea test. You don't have to sleep in a lab. Yay! ENTs, they can do a septoplasty if you have nasal septal deviation or small airways in your nose or throat because you have huge tonsils. So there's other things you could do. There's treatments for this. Go get checked out, especially if you have a loved one that you care about. Thank you so much.
If you're a parent, keep watching this video. This is not okay. And clearly our education system and government does not care about our country's health. And that is why it's so important for every single parent to take ownership of your health and your children's health. So the best thing that you can do to create a healthier child is to be healthy yourself. And as you can see here, this is why so many more kids are getting diabetes and becoming obese, is because they're having less physical activity, they're having more screen time, and they're consuming more processed and packaged foods. And I've decided to take matters into my own hands. So if you are a parent, DM me right now, because I want to support you and your family become the healthiest, happiest versions of yourself. Much love.
Fat, you need to lose weight, because think of your health, but then you won't.
All right, so I love George, makes me laugh. It's good to see someone who's really comfortable in his own skin, someone who's just happy for who he is. I really want to challenge anything he says, because I'm in the same boat, and it's important to accept yourself who you are. But I don't agree that there are no kind of health challenges to being overweight. I'm overweight, morbidly obese. I accept that I need to lose a lot of weight, because otherwise there's a time bomb wanting to explode. So I wish George all the best, and I hope that he can have a really good, healthy life for his beautiful wife and lovely child. And that's what I'm trying to do by losing weight. So good luck to you, mate. I see you're doing really well. Keep it up, but try to be a bit more healthy for your own sake and sake of your wife and kid.
Good girl in a straw hat with her arms out in a cornfield. That is a scarecrow.
This is a body positivity page. What's the leading cause of death? Heart disease. What causes heart disease? Physical inactivity, poor nutrition, diet. And what happens when you don't exercise and when your nutrition and diet's poor? You know, you become obese. But hey, body positivity, go for it.
According to the National Center for Health Statistics, 42.4% of Americans are obese, which is a major cause of heart diseases, diabetes, and 20% of cancers. They also found that severe obesity is greater among Hispanic and African American communities. Unfortunately, minorities are the first to struggle, since they are the first to be targeted by fast food chains, and, well, who can blame them when strawberries are $20 a piece? Luca loves strawberries.